Hey y'all, it's your girl Tashana, and I'm back with another informational video so we can raise energies and change frequencies to help make the world a better place. Yes, to help make this world a better place. Happy New Year! I hope everybody's New Year is going good, that you receive lots of abundance and prosperity, that God is leading you down your path for your life, and that you have nothing but peace and serenity and calm and agape love around you. If you're new here, I give motivational, inspirational, and informational videos on a lot of different subjects and a lot of different niches. But my main one is mental health. Mental health is a big thing for any human, any individual to be able to move forward in life, to do better in life, to know better, do better, and feel better in life. So please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more inspirational, motivational, and informational videos to help push you along or somebody you know along, or just to give them a little push forward so they know that they can do it and that they're not alone. So today's video is about poverty in America. And poverty in America is a big thing right now. Like, it's sad. Like, you have so many hoods, so many trenches, so many poor people, so many middle class people in debt. Like, you have so many people in debt. Like, it's not even funny. And debt takes a toll because it causes stress. It causes a lot of stress mentally. And when you're mentally stressed, you can't really do anything in life or just do the things that you want to do in life. So, because you have such a high poverty rate in and around America, there's only so many rich people, or the one percenters, I call them, that are legit multimillionaires or multi-billionaires. And they got that way over time by building wealth. And being rich and being wealthy is two different things in my definition. Being rich, anybody can make money. Anybody can get a lot of money. Anybody can have a lot of money and save a lot of money. But if you are spending that money, then you are buying into liabilities. If you are investing that money, then you are buying into your assets. And that's the difference between a poor person's mentality and a wealthy person's mentality. They buy into assets and not liabilities. And this world has people second guessing or not knowing what true assets are and what true liabilities are. Because most of people that come from the poor or middle class, most of them go to a public school system that the government sets up for us. And they teach you how to become a worker. They don't teach you how to run your own business, own your own business. They don't teach you about financial literacy. And that's the number one reason a lot of people don't obtain wealth or go after wealth, because they're financially illiterate. And financial literacy is very, very, very important. As a matter of fact, me and my 5 kids right now are reading a book together. I'm not sure if most of you heard of it or some of you heard of it, but it's Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And we are going to continue on this route this year to learn financial literacy. Because like I said, you can make money. You can bring money in the house. But what's bringing money in the house, putting money in your pocket if it's just going to go right out your pocket? If the money burning a hole in your pocket. If you're going to go spend it on liabilities that you can't even take with you if you pass away, if you die. You can't even give to your kids if you pass away, if you die. Excuse me. I was about to sneeze, but I think I stopped it or it didn't come out. Anyways, you can't take liabilities with you when you die. And assets Although you can't take them with you, they can be passed on down to the next generation. They can be passed on down to your kids and your kids' kids and your kids' kids. Like you can create generational wealth in your family. But it all starts with financial literacy. It all starts with helping unlearn and relearn and reprogramming and conditioning your brain over time. It don't happen overnight, but you have to start somewhere. Like I said, you got all these people out here trying to look rich, trying to be rich, when they probably just going to the malls, going to the stores, going to all these designer places, buying stuff on credit, buying stuff with their cash, leaving the tags on, and then taking it back to the store. Taking it back to the store. That's what they're doing. They leaving the tags on stuff and they taking it back to the store. And they're just trying to look rich. They're not rich. Hollywood and a lot of, I'm not going to call out people, but a lot of people that I know or used to know or that I used to watch, I learned turned out to be fake individuals. They're not real. Everything about them's fake, from they makeup to their hair to their nails to their butts to their beards to their uh, braids, like to their eyebrows to their eyelashes. Like, I'm so tired of fake. It is 2022, and if people learn how to truly love their self unconditionally, like have confidence, and not only confidence but self-esteem in their self, they wouldn't want to change anything about their self unless it messes with their mental to the point to where they cannot move forward in life. But God created you and each and every one of us to be different for a reason, to look different for a reason, to be different for a reason. You should embrace that. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. So when a person is trying to build wealth, you have to be able to set your mind up correctly, and you have to be consistent in your learning. And in order for the information to go to the next generation, you're going to want to read with your kids. You're going to want to start a book club with your kids or with your next of kin who you want to instill in. That's part of the things that I'm doing come 2022. I don't want my kids to mismanage their money or have a wrong idea about money. You have this saying in the Black community. I'm not really sure if it's in other communities because I grew up in the hood, in the trenches. And all my life I heard the phrase, the love of money is the root to all evil, which is a complete lie. That is a complete lie. It is a program and a condition that we are taught so we don't have to go out there and do better. So we don't have to go out there and learn better. So we don't have to go out there and know better. So you don't have to go for growth. So people can stay the same and stay stagnant and literally go try to compete with the next person. But it literally is you against you. You need to be better than you were yesterday. We need to be better than we were last year. So I put it in my kids daily that we need to grow. In order to grow, we have to keep gaining knowledge, because you can become stagnant in your brain. You can stop growing at a certain age in your brain to where your mental age is like, say for instance, you have a 60-year-old man, but he stopped growing mentally 30 years ago. Like, just stopped, started doing drugs, started drinking, just started living the rat race. That's what we call in America. And if you start reading financial literacy books, you'll hear about the rat race a lot. And that's what majority of the poor class and the middle class are in, the rat race, including myself. But I'm working to get out of the rat race. I am working to get out the rabbit hole, and I am working to leave my 9-to-5 within a year, maybe two, no more than that. Those are my estimates. Those are my guesses. But again, it's ultimately up to God. So I just want to thank God. Excuse me. Those were my trusty phones telling me it's time to go pick up my kids from school. Um, but yes, financial literacy is important, especially for the poor and the middle class. If you want to get out of the rat race, you have to know better in order to do better, in order to feel better, in order to be better eventually. You have to be better than you were last year. If not, you are stunting your growth mentally. Your body going to keep going. Your age going to keep going up, but is your mentality going to keep growing? Are you going to keep gaining knowledge so you can be at different levels, so you can grow, so you can do things different, so you can be different, so you can know different, so you can grow different, so the next generation can be better off than what you were when you started out, when you got it out the mud, when you came from the mud. You have to invest, baby, invest, and stay away from liabilities. Stay away from liabilities and learn about assets. Learn the difference between an asset and a liability, because the world, the government, they don't give a dang about making you, the poor or the middle class, richer. We already know that because they take the most taxes from the poor and the middle class people, not the rich people, which is backwards. Okay, so you know your system is a bust. The government don't care about nobody but putting money back into the system and to keep people in the rat race so we can go to these jobs, so we can go make these buildings and these companies and these other people rich, when we could start our own businesses, build our own businesses, and make ourselves rich. Why play with your own money when you can play with other people's money? And you're going to learn that everything over time that you've been taught and conditioned and programmed to is a lie. It's not real. It is not um like it is not it is something that when you wake up, you're going to be like, "Dang, I was asleep. I was dumb." Or some people just don't care. Like some people don't care to grow their mentality. Some people wants to stay stagnant. Some people don't want to grow. It frustrates me. It frustrates me that people don't want to go after growth because it's the hard thing to do. But if you don't do the hard things and you just going the easy route and doing the easy things and taking handouts, you're not putting in no work. You're not getting nowhere. And you subject it to selling your soul to the next individual because they did something for you, or they gave you something, or they bought you something, or they was there because they wanted something out of the deal. You have to be mindful of people with stagnant mentalities, because you are who you hang around. The most people that you hang around, that's who you're going to become. So, like I say, you can have a person walking around you, being around you, that has a 16-year-old mentality in a 60-year-old body because of their age and their body. They has matured over time, but their brain ain't matured. They stopped growing. They stopped moving forward. They stopped trying to gain the knowledge they need to make themselves better. It's like they hit their plateau, or they hit the bottom of that first mountain, or they hit the top of that first mountain, and they didn't want to go. Excuse me. They didn't want to go any higher, or they didn't know how to go any higher. So they just stopped and they gave up in life, and they're still, and those people, by those people being in the same place that they were last year, in the year before that, in the year before that. Like, people don't go nowhere. So then they come accustomed to their environment and the people around them, and they start being a part of the masses, just conforming to the government. And the world. And sorry, I'm not the type of person. I got to keep growing. I got to learn what's out here. I got to be free. I got to have true liberty. I got to be able to go wherever I want, when I want, how I want. And that's what I'm fighting for. That's what I want. I don't want my kids to have to grow up and get it out the mud or make $1 million and lose it all. And then wondering why they lost it all. The number one reason, because we don't know financial literacy. So I'm telling you now, because January is the month of poverty in America. And each month has its different national days that it supports. Well, January is a month of poverty in America. So what can we do to make the world move forward, to make you move forward, to make sure your kids don't make the same mistakes that you made with your money? And like I say, you grow up with hearing the quote, the love of money is the root to all evil, which is a lie. Like I said, it's the lack of money is the root to all evil, because money is what gives you freedom. It gives you peace. It gives you happiness, but it can't buy happiness. You have to be happy within, because money don't change who you are as a person. It don't change your situations. It don't change your mentality. That's something you have to do on your own. So I hope that y'all learned a few things or two from this video. And if you want me to make more videos on financial literacy as we go along, as we read more books, as we learn more, please comment below. Let me know, what do you think about learning about the rat race and the rabbit hole? And are you going to pick up and read the book, Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad? I recommend it. I recommend it wholeheartedly. That's where me and my kids are starting. They even have a teen edition, but I don't want to make anything soft and weak for my kids. So we are doing the adult version of the book. I hope y'all have a very beautiful, blessed day always. And I love y'all. Mwah.